In this video, we're going to go from hitting basic shots around the greens to learning how to hit any shot around the greens. I'm going to give you a couple tips, drills, some exercises that'll really help you develop to be able to hit any shot around the greens. So when we get to a golf course and you're practicing, we practice all these basic shots, and then when we get to the golf course, you never actually have a basic straightforward shot. So we're going to start out with an exercise. It's a very simple drill that really teaches you ball control, face control, path control, and just a better understanding of how the golf club works. All right, I've got a shot going up the hill, plenty of green to work with, and I've set an alignment stick or a golf club just in front of me, about 2.5 paces on the green. So the exercise is getting the ball to land short of that stick and landing the ball short of the stick and making the ball roll past the pin. Let me demonstrate. I've got a pitching wedge here. All right, here we go. It's a good one. So let me explain to you the relevance of this exercise. When I see amateur golfers, when I have them do this exercise, they will land one short of the stick, but the first ball will usually be short of the pin. And remember, I was very clear that the ball needs to go past the pin. And then when they hit their second ball, they try to hit it harder, not understanding if you keep the same loft and you swing harder, the ball goes higher and it'll travel farther and fly past it'll fly past the stick, and it will get past the flag stick, but it'll pass your landing area. And then the third mistake is, then you'll see a golfer, an amateur golfer, they'll get really steep on it. And when you get steep on it, it creates all this spin. So it'll land short of the stick, you hit it harder, but it won't get past the flag stick. So that's kind of the reason why. When you understand how to do it with about a pitching wedge, then you can graduate to a 50 degree, a sand wedge, and then a lob wedge. So when you start getting into lower lofted clubs, I'll go to a 50 degree right now from my pitching wedge. Now you have to really understand, all right, how does this golf club work? Here we go. This exercise will really organically teach you the path, club face control, dynamic loft, and saying, okay, is outside in and steep better, is straight into it and steep better, or a little bit inside out, a little bit more draw. I prefer the draw. It's the easiest way to get the ball to roll. And you really start to understand the small nuances of ball contact, path, and ball control in general. So this is more skill development, learning that shot. Next, we're going to get into an exercise of using your imagination and developing touch. In this next exercise of developing touch and creativity, instead of hitting a shot in this situation where you would go right at the pin, pretty straightforward shot, you actually look for a shot where you land the ball off the green and you have to make the ball get close to the hole. So, all right, let's start. This is going to be a tough one. I'm going to start out with my sand wedge, and I'm going to bank it off this hill. I'm going to bank it off this hill, let it go up the hill, and kind of let it ride down. All right, got my sand wedge here. This is going to be tough. All right, it's okay. Trust your instincts. That's short. Get up the hill. All right, so now you can kind of see that I've got to get deeper up into the hill. Do I just go longer? Yeah, I think so. I think so. A little bit better, but not much better. That's okay. And really, when you're doing this exercise, not only do you have to get the touch right or the swing right, you've got to hit it at the right trajectory, and you've got to be able to imagine what the ball is going to do when it hits the hill. Are you going to spin it? Are you not going to spin it? Are you going to hit it low? Is the hill going to kill it? And all of these things go in your mind. So as a good golfer, good golfers have the ability to look at a shot and kind of think about it all in one glance. Like if you were to talk to a Tiger Woods about, you know, what do you see here? He can get very creative about his play or his answer, but he's only looked at it for a second. So doing these exercises will help you think outside of the box, develop that touch and that imagination. Just because this is so much fun, I'm going to try it with my 60-degree wedge. One more. All right, let's have some fun with this one. I just wanted to hit a spinner off the hill. Yeah, that was pretty good there. I love it. So that was the exercise to really help you develop touch in your imagination. So the next exercise we're going to get into is another ball control exercise, actually more of a height and spin control. So let's get into it. So now we're going to get into the third exercise, the skill that you need to develop, and it's about landing the ball off the green, short of the hole, in line with the pin, and actually getting the ball close. I'm going to start out with a 50-degree wedge. I have to figure out, is the ball going to check? Is it not going to check? And it's just odd. I wouldn't land the ball off the green here, especially in line with the pin, but here we go. Oh, I got so cute with it. It landed right on the fringe and the apron. Okay, I've got my 50-degree wedge here. I'm going to land it short of the hole, short of the green, and it's got to get close to the hole. How do we do this shot? Let's go. That was pretty good. That's really good. Oh, go in. Go in. No. One more. One more, since it was so good. And you don't want to be fluky with these, right? You're right here. Sit, sit, sit. I can feel it. Hit it. Not bad. That's about 6 feet by. That was a really good shot. Those two shots were really good, because you've got to figure out, how's the ball going to react in a straightforward situation where it's pretty flat. That was a 50-degree. I'm going to move on to the 8-iron. And this is just an extreme. Why am I doing this? Just to develop touch and skill. All right, 8-iron, land it short of the green. Actually, you have to land it short of the green. And hit it close to the hole. All right, I'm going to go high draw. Sit, sit, sit. A little hot. That's about 15 feet past it. That's a little bit too much for my liking. One more. There we go. That's a good one. I can feel it. Oh, that was a really good shot. So again, learning different, forcing yourself to not hit basic straightforward shots. I mean, we catch ourselves, myself included, going to the chipping green and working on a bunch of basic shots. Get on the golf course, you never have a normal straightforward shot. So these 3 exercises will really help you get creative, not be afraid when you're stuck with a situation that you haven't seen before. When you get to the practice area or the golf course, give these exercises a try. It'll really help you learn to hit any shot around the greens. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.